The meaning of the term computer security has evolved in recent years. Before the problem of data security became widely publicized in the media, most people's idea of computer security focused on the physical machine. Traditionally, computer facilities have been physically protected for three reasons. First, to prevent theft of or damage to the hardware. Second, to prevent theft of or damage to the information. And third, to prevent disruption of service. First of all, what is computer security? Computer security is security applied to computing devices such as computers and smartphones, as well as computer networks such as private and public networks, including the whole Internet. It includes physical security to prevent theft of equipment, and information security to protect the data on that equipment. It is sometimes referred to as cybersecurity or IT security. Vulnerability. Vulnerability is a weakness which allows an attacker to reduce a system's information assurance. Vulnerability is the intersection of three elements: a system's susceptibility or flaw, attacker access to the flaw, and attacker capability to exploit the flaw. To exploit vulnerability, an attacker must have at least one applicable tool or technique that can connect to a system weakness. Backdoors. A backdoor in a computer system is a method of bypassing normal authentication, securing remote access to a computer, obtaining access to plaintext, and so on, while attempting to remain undetected. Denial of service attack. Unlike other exploits, denials of service attacks are not used to gain unauthorized access or control of a system. They are instead designed to render it unusable. Attackers can deny service to individual victims, such as by deliberately entering a wrong password consecutive times, to cause the victim account to be locked. Eavesdropping. Eavesdropping is the act of surreptitiously listening to a private conversation, typically between hosts on a network. For instance, programs such as Carnivore and Naru's Insight have been used by the FBI and NSA to eavesdrop on the systems of Internet service providers. Spoofing. Spoofing of user identity describes a situation in which one person or program successfully masquerades as another by falsifying data, and thereby gaining an illegitimate advantage. Through the years, millions of people around the world use computers and the Internet every day. We all use it in school, work, even at home, because computers have made us life easier. However, the use of technology has resulted to development of cybercrimes. Here are your top 10 cybercrime prevention tips. Number 1. Use strong passwords. Use different user ID or password combinations for different accounts and avoid writing them down. Make the passwords more complicated by combining letters, numbers, special characters, and change them on a regular basis. Number 2. Secure your computer. There are things you need to do in order to secure your computer. First, activate your firewall. Firewalls are the first line of cyber defense, because they block connections to unknown sites. Second, use antivirus software. It prevents viruses from infecting your computer by installing and regularly updating antivirus software. And third, block spyware attacks. It prevents spyware from infiltrating your computer by installing and updating antivirus software. Number 3. Be social media savvy. Make sure your social networking profiles are set to private. Check your security settings. Be careful what information you post online. Because, once it is on the Internet, it is there forever. Number 4. Secure your mobile devices. Be aware that your mobile device is vulnerable to viruses and hackers. Download applications from trusted sources. Number 5. Install the latest operating system updates. Keep your applications and operating system current with the latest system updates. Turn on automatic updates to prevent potential attacks on older software. Number 6. Protect your data. Use encryption for your most sensitive files such as tax returns or financial records. Make regular backups of all your important data, and store it in another location. Number 7. Secure your wireless network. Wi-Fi networks at home are vulnerable to intrusion if they are not properly secured. You should review and modify default settings and avoid conducting corporate transactions on these networks. Number 8. Protect your e-identity. Be cautious when giving out personal information such as your name, address, or phone number. Make sure that websites are secure or that you've enabled privacy settings. Number 9. Avoid being scammed. Always think before you click on a link or file of unknown origin. Check the source of the message. Never reply to emails that ask you to verify your information or confirm your user ID or password. Number 10. Call the right person for help. Don't panic if you are a victim. If you encounter illegal internet content or if you suspect a computer crime, identity theft or a commercial scam, report this to your local police.